Hey y'all, welcome back to Be Fucking For Real.
Hey y'all, my name is Rachel,
I'm Bria.
and we are your BFFs.
Yes.
So we're back for another episode.
Hey BFFs, I hope y'all been well, getting the tea with R&B.
Yeah, look, period.
Yeah, well, we gotta start off with our drinks of choice. What you sipping on?
So honestly, I had to run back that wine from last time because it was good.
Yeah, you barely sipped it.
Okay, please. So when I really get to yapping, because I done finished the cup, y'all already know, blame B out of the R&B.
Always be. If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Hello? Damn. So what's your drink of choice?
I told y'all I'm not a very experienced wine drinker, so I'm on the lower end of the wine selection. I am drinking the double XL mango or peach.
Oh, girl, please. It's peach.
Peach for the girls who know what the girls do.
I am screaming.
Cheers.
Okay, so.
We go cheers.
Yes, we can.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. I'm going to talk like this the rest of the episode. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Are you cool?
Nah, I'm not cool. I'm cool, I promise.
So, just like last time, we're going to.
Golly.
I'm
not gonna be cool after drinking this. My God. Like, okay, so I've had double XL, but I ain't had double XL. But golly, that shit a little boom bow on me.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, sip responsibly.
Yeah, always.
Continue.
And
again, we do not have paid sponsorship.
Yeah. So shout out to CW. You already know what that is. But
double XL.
Like last time, we were picking topics.
Right.
And then, we'll just kind of discuss it.
Right. Is there anything that you had to be fucking for real about this week?
Oh, child. I'm going to say my finances. Ooh. I feel like this economy.
The horror!
Girl, this economy is honestly doing a Tootsie slide. And so, y'all know I love to travel. Hello? Ask me where my next trip is. Don't have one. Mind your business. But, like, the economy is just getting out of control. And so, y'all know I love to go out and have fun. Y'all know I love to travel. Hang out with my girls. I've really just cut back on a lot of that, or just more so budgeting myself. Because I realized, like, I make a good amount of money. I ain't balling. Like, please, I'm not busting out the bando. Look. But then, you look up and you like, dang, where's my money went? Or, excuse me, wow, that was terrible grammar. Where's my money gone?
Where's my money went?
Yeah.
Where is my money went? Right.
But yeah, so just being for real about my finances and just like, I can still live and do the things that I want to do, but I need to be more honest with myself. Like, okay, yeah, instead of going out and getting, balling on yourself, like instead of 3 drinks, get 2. Instead of an appetizer and a meal, just get the meal. You're not that hungry anyway.
Yeah, facts. And you need, well, I ain't gonna say you. I need to lose a couple cookies. So,
Positive affirmations.
Positive. I'm okay. So that's a perfect segue. I think I need to be fucking for real about being nicer to myself. I have been really mean when it comes to my body. Really, honestly, I have been a very, very mean person. I really say mean things about my body. And I think because I'm used to losing weight, like by this time every year I'm back small. And so I've had a lot of life things happen, as you know. Y'all don't know, but I had a recent big loss in my family. And so just from December to now, like it's a whole thing that I go through. And like I didn't really go through it in the same way because I've been surviving and I'm still in survival mode. But I am like doing healthy habits and things like that. But I have to be fucking for real. Like it takes more time than I want it. Like I want it to be, and I'm seeing small changes. So I have to like celebrate the small wins. And with that, I'm going to take a sip of being nice to myself and celebrating the small wins. Cheers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because the stuff she be saying, girl, please. We are being gentle to ourselves. Like we're women, we're in that stage of life where our body is constantly changing.
Yes.
And also getting in front of a camera is a lot.
Bro, I swear I'm 10 pounds lighter than I be.
I be thinking, big mama.
Okay.
Like,
big mama.
And I know y'all be like, no, she's not. Okay, but body dysmorphia is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
So.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's crazy. But, so we want to keep y'all entertained. So we're going to go ahead and pull out the jar.
Yep. It's your turn.
And then we will, go from there. I'm gonna hold on to my wine because I may need it.
Your glass.
All right.
What are we gonna talk about today?
Screaming.
What are we talking about?
This dating failures.
Ah!
So do you want to go first?
I mean,
you are pressed. You got it. You've got
not
a list.
pressed. Hold on. That's what you mean.
Go ahead.
Big mama. I literally can write a book on dating failures. How about you?
Yeah. A thesaurus. A dictionary.
Where do we start? Like,
okay, so we'll start from when I moved to Atlanta, which is it's been about 3 years. So I moved here in 2022.
yes.
So we'll start from there because that's
Starting from 2022.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
but don't make it too long.
I had to take a sip to think about the pain of my past. Let me take 2 steps.
Oh my God. 2 sips is crazy. Drink the whole glass.
I mean, okay, so 2022 was actually a transition of like, I'm doing my big one phase.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that is a phase that everybody should go through. Like, I'm talking to who I want to talk to. I'm doing what I want to do. Like, and that was a lot of 2022. And like,
but be honest about it.
Be honest,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No like misguiding people and like leading people on, like none of that. Like I was real like,
Yeah.
you know, I did what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like perfect timing because like Rachel came in and we like, that's the time when we hit the streets
Tore
of
the city
Atlanta.
down.
We tore it down. Like
Yeah.
we had a time. That was probably like one of the funnest seasons of my life. And then from there, I was like, you know, I gotta tighten up. Like this is a season, like not a lifelong thing. And I think some people make that type of thing a lifelong thing.
Yeah.
But moving into 23, ooh, Jesus, I need another sip. So in 23, I had to get a little more serious. I had to be a little more fucking for real. Because I'm like, okay, like I want to be in something more serious.
Yeah.
So at that time, there were 2 main characters in my story. Do we want to call them of course we're not using no names, but like, do we want to call them names? We call them, or we just gonna say person A, person B?
We'll use our little nicknames. Because
All right.
Spirit, we giving a nickname to every man. You think we know your real name? We don't. Okay.
Never did, never will. So we had Chicago Bay and we had the sheriff. That was their season.
Yeah.
In time. So the sheriff came first, and I met this individual on Facebook dating. A lot of things transpired in that story. And then Chicago, that was my love in the club.
Yeah.
I met him in Chicago and we clicked, and that was what that was. And then from there, 2024, yeah, some deep, like, I would throw you with the fishes type situation happened, and nobody of real significant. I'm trying to think. Like, I can't really think of anybody that's like standing out in my head. Yeah. So as far as like the failure piece, I can speak on those 2 specific situations. Long distance can be very tricky.
I agree.
And I felt like a lesson that I learned in that, I know we're talking about failures, but a lesson that I learned is like, you can't be the one I'm sorry. In my brain went to, so you doing the bending. Like,
Hey,
you can't be the one doing all the bending. Like, you can't. Like, that emotional labor piece is real. And I feel like I spent a lot of time in that space doing a lot of emotional labor and like trying to make it work. And he just was not with it. Like, and also I think one of our failures is recognizing when niggas don't like us for real.
Yeah.
And we talk about that all the time. Like, this man, you couldn't have liked me for real, sir. If you ever watch this, and you probably won't, which is fine, but you never liked me for real. And that's just what it is. And it's cool, but like, just say that.
Yeah.
So it was a big ghosting situation. And like, Also, another failure. Sometimes you can't tell niggas like your insecurities because they wind up perpetuating them and doing them anyway. And so one of mine was like being ghosted, and like at the end of it all, you wind up ghosting me, which was absolutely crazy. But you were all talking about being in a safe space and like, lesson. Words and actions have to be together and they have to be consistent. So I think that was like a big like failure, but a lesson and everything. And yeah, the sheriff, that's a whole other segue in conversation, but we ain't got enough time. So y'all got one little decent little story. We're gonna pass it to my girl.
I will say that when I first moved to Atlanta, I was like, Bree and I were equally in the same space of like doing what we wanted to do, dating who we want to date, like just very much back outside boys. You understand?
Back outside boys.
So, but again, being honest, like this is what I'm doing. I didn't want to date seriously, but I was okay with going on dates. But I was open and honest with that. So I got on the dating apps, met a couple guys, went on dates. Child, they don't even exist right now. So you already know how that went. But I did meet one guy. We'll call him New York.
Oh, ooh.
Are you done?
I need to sit for.
So he was definitely like very much. I quickly realized I could not take that man home to my parents. And it wasn't in a, like he's a terrible person. I think that the core of him is a good person, but this man is from the streets, baby. Like, shoot him up, bang, bang, drug dealer, killer. You understand? So,
but Rachel, I ain't gonna put your business out there.
Please.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet. Rachel like two specific type of men. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, so I would say that was a failure in a sense of like, I enjoyed being around him and I enjoyed his company, but I knew that he was not in a place to be or want to be the man
that you needed,
that I needed, or that wanted to actually like take me serious. Like I was good enough to, you could go to the movies, but like, am I good enough for you to take me on a date? And quickly realized I was not. And then there was another guy, I'm not gonna say his name because he probably will watch his podcast, but
we're not saying his nickname.
No, because he will
it's
know.
A?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, go ahead.
So because he be on my Instagram. Anyways.
LOL.
Hey. It was a failure in a sense of like we were talking and we were getting to know each other, but by month, and I said this on a previous episode, like by month 4 or 5, like I felt like I didn't know him any more than I knew him the first day. And for me, I was kind of like, I was in a space of wanting something serious. So I was like, yeah, no, you gotta go. Next caller, please. So
just calling my phone.
Yeah.
But Stacy.
But I would say those are my biggest main 2 failures. And I wouldn't even say failures. I feel like that term can bring like
shame.
Yeah, shame, but it's like I've been in a space also with like my healing journey of like every interaction with whoever is always a learning lesson.
Yes.
So I guess I wouldn't say dating failures. I would say like dating lessons.
Dating lessons. Yeah, I agree.
Because with anybody that I've dated, even outside of those 2, like there's a lesson to be learned in all of it.
Absolutely.
And for me, it just really solidifies that I know what I want and what I'm not willing to settle for.
Yes.
And we actually had this conversation yesterday with like these random guys that we met. About, do you feel like you have super high standards and this and that? Or he didn't say standards. I forgot the exact word he used.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was pretty much like we have standards and we're really not willing to compromise. Like some things you can bend and twist on, but the core value of who's doing the bending?
Doing the bending?
But the core value of what I want in a man, a husband, the father to my child, like those qualities I cannot bend on.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Don't worry.
Yeah, and it left me high and dry. And so I just feel like now that I've learned, I'm more mature, I'm more vocal, I say what I want, what I like, what I don't like. It has definitely helped.
Yeah. You gotta apply it. I feel like the only failure is if you didn't learn the lesson.
Right. Agreed.
And that is like, I think that's the way I navigate life in general. It's like, any bad thing that happened, any bad situation, it's like, okay, or any like journey and process is like, what did I learn here?
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to take away from this? Like, yes, it hurts. Yes, it sucks. Yes, I'm sad. Yes, the outcome wasn't what I wanted to be, but like, there's a essence. I want you to look at me, BFFs. Like, there's an essence and a nuance to what you're going through and what you went through, and there are gems to collect on your journey. And if you fail to recognize those gems, that is the true failure. Because what's going to happen is you're going to repeat the test.
Yeah.
And until you get it, and then you can't clear the next level until you complete that test. So just double XL.
Not you a true yapper.
Where the yappers at?
But yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. And I think for me, and that's where that self-accountability comes into play, because
you gotta be fucking for real.
I could always, or I could say like, it was the man, it was this, it was that, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And while that can be true, because two things can be true at the same time, there is a area for me to take accountability, because I dealt with it. By month 3, I should have been like, no, hell no, you out the door. But I didn't.
Right. Because that emotional labor piece. Yeah. And that like wishful thinking. Like, oh, I'm just going.
And I feel like also sometimes with dating, like it's a thin line between working it out, like being vocal about what your wants and needs, and his too.
Yeah.
Versus like letting it go. And I think that the dating at the age we're at now, is a lot harder, because it's like people didn't get here overnight. It goes back to like, your friends that are married. Like they didn't get there overnight. I'm sure they went through times where they were like, yeah, nah, we can call it done. Dada, it's a done deal.
Yeah.
But they decided to stick it out and grow together.
Yes.
And I think that also in dating is realizing or figuring out what's worth fighting for.
Yep.
Is the person willing to get in the ring with you? And dating failures, lessons, it's just proof that these men were not willing to get in the ring with us, because using your insecurity against you is... Who's the therapist here?
Rachel be spitting, because I think she has therapists in her life, her other best friend. Shout out to Siobhan.
Yeah.
We love Siobhan. Hey, girl.
Big Mona Don.
Big. But you got therapists in your life, so I feel like you have, in your own journey, like you just have a level of wisdom that I think, people need to hear. You be spitting, girl. So cheers to you.
I be trying, Jill.
Great job.
And not you drink your whole glass.
Who's calling my phone?
But screaming. But I think as we kind of navigate, continue dating, or wanting to be in a space of being married at some point and wanting to have kids, like, what would be your biggest takeaway in like your dating failures or like lessons?
Yes.
As you move forward in continuing to date and, things like that.
Great question, Rach. Great question. I'm not doing all the bending.
No,
for real, but dead ass. Like I'm laughing, but I'm dead ass serious, because I feel like as women, the emotional labor that we take on and the emotional gymnastics, and I don't know if I said this in another episode, but if I didn't, I'm going to say it here. I think that we try so hard as women to prove our worth by doing a lot of this emotional labor. Like, okay, I got to make sure he like me. I got to make sure like I'm going all in and show him like I'm a good partner. I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to, it's like we put in all this effort to show our worth, but also the things that we're doing, we're not being worthy to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think we get lost in the sauce and like trying to keep this man, because finding a man is hard.
Because we're natural nurturers.
Yeah.
So we want to nurture, but that's where boundaries come into play. Like, I can nurture, but only so far. Said man is going to have to meet me as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. It's like the man for me is going to show up in the way that connects to me, and like trusting that and really sitting in my femininity to be like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to work so hard. Like, because the man who wants me is going to show that effort. And when that happens, it's going to happen. And so I trust that. I sit in that. And I truly believe that. What about you?
I would say for me is continuing to be confident in myself and the growth that I've had to be able to communicate with said partner the issues that I'm having or areas in which I feel like things can be better. And the current situation that I feel like it's helped a lot.
Yeah.
But it's not, and I wouldn't even say it's for them. I would say it's more for me. And when I reflect back, I feel more confident in myself because I know where I used to be. I used to not feel confident or comfortable enough to express how I'm feeling.
Absolutely.
So I would keep that stuff in, and I would be just irritable and angry and, taking it out on the wrong people.
Yeah.
But as I've learned on my journey, like, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. Yes. People don't know how to treat you unless you let them know how to treat you.
Yeah.
And so that's been my biggest thing. And even like in friendships too.
Yes.
A lot of my friends, I would say about 95% of my friends I've known, which is weird. We not old, judging me, not me.
Okay.
Over 10 plus years.
Facts.
Or they're from undergrad. And I remember my parents would say, those are your closest friends. And so you've gone through life together. Yeah. So you may have had a spat here and there. Right. So you've learned in that way. But also, but it also, you can transfer that to relationships as well. Like being honest and open with people about how you're feeling and what makes you mad and what makes you sad. So I would say that would be my biggest thing that I've taken away, or my biggest dating lesson.
I agree. I love that. And speaking up for yourself can be very hard because I think sometimes we think like, if I speak up, will I lose them?
Right.
But like, baby, you losing yourself if you don't.
And you won't lose anything that was meant to be yours from the beginning. Hello?
Come on.
Yeah.
Clock it.
Well, yeah. What the girlies be doing?
Yeah. See, with R&B. So, okay. So if we're leaving, because we got to wrap up. If we're leaving anything with our BFFs, what are we leaving about kind of dating failures?
What Tiana Taylor say? Like, rose grew out of the concrete. Like, you're gonna go through those dating failures, lessons, but the only way you're gonna get better, or the only way you really grow and learn yourself, is to really take from the situations you've been in. Absolutely. Like, even if you only take one piece from said person, one piece plus one piece plus one, eventually and then you know what you want, and you know what you're not willing to settle for, and what you're, willing to work with in a person.
Absolutely.
What about you?
That's a good lesson. Baby girl, you are everything. Yeah. Okay.
You are enough.
You are enough. Yeah. And so I think in dating failures, we didn't talk about this, but I think if I can give you anything, recognize when it's you and recognize when it's others. Because I think that's a big thing too. I think sometimes we take too much blame and feel like we're the problem and it's our fault. And sometimes we don't take enough accountability. Yeah. Which is why we got to be fucking for real. Yeah. Right? So like being able to navigate the nuances between the two, I think is important. And just, you are enough, and you are growing, and you are figuring it out. And failures are only falls to prepare you forward. Yeah. Right? To finding or like attracting who's meant to be for you. And I think being really grounded and rooted in that philosophy and knowing like what is for me will easily attract to me, and anything that has come to me and that has failed, it served its purpose. It wasn't meant to stay. And did I grab the lesson from it? Like, use the things that have happened to you as lessons. Right. That's what I want to leave with you, BFFs. And one more thing, just to make it a full circle moment, to be gentle and kind to yourself. Be kind. Like, we're all figuring it out. Let's be clear. Like, we don't have all the answers, but be gentle and be kind to yourself along the way. Always. And remember, ladies and gents and all others, you can be anything. Be fucking for real. Bye. See you next time. That was good. Yeah.